A person that thinks only about themselves or doesn't care about others.
An egotistical person is usually selfish and I think rude because they always put themselves first in front of everyone.
I would say the definition is probably someone who thinks the world kind of revolves around them, or centers on them, or that their self is more important than others.
I think it's bad, but at the same time, I still think we should always consider ourselves when taking like decisions or doing stuff.
I think that being egoistical is very bad because egoistical people can't really cooperate and build something really important from this world. They're just ruining all those stuff. They're just using what we have done.
And before we start to discuss how being egoistic is part of being a human, we decided to ask internet, what is it like to be an egoistic person? And apparently egotistic and egoistic person are synonyms because they both mean that this person is self-centered and all of his or most of his actions are inspired by self-interest. In Lord of the Flies, we found a pretty interesting passage. Listen, all of you. Me and my hunters were living along the beach by a flat rock. We hunt and feast and have fun. If you want to join my tribe, come and see us. Perhaps I'll let you join, perhaps not. This passage shows us that Jack is a selfish person. He declares himself as a leader and is ready to do anything to pull everyone away from Ralph into his tribe. But Jack's tribe does only what Jack wants to do. He commands them and is not trying to get boys back home or improve their lives on the island somehow. While Jack is being egoistic, it benefits him, but not always others. And that is something that all of us humans do. Just sometimes it happens consciously, and other times it happens unconsciously. Another citation we took from documentary Dishonesty, The Truth About Lies. On one hand, we want to look at the mirror and think we're good, honest, wonderful people. On the other hand, we want to benefit selfishly from being dishonest. People lie in different conditions, but most often to benefit themselves. When we're lying, we're being egoistic. Even if we lie for our friends, for example, we're lying for ourselves. That's because we want everything to happen in the best case scenario. And then, when we're lying more and more, it becomes easier for us and more natural. We like the thrill which successful lying brings us, and our self-esteem goes up when we realize we did something in the best way we could. All of it contributes and creates egoism in people. Another example was taken from Maslow's diagram. It's a diagram made by Abraham Maslow representing human needs ranked by importance, which increases from top to bottom. And we can see that even by our nature, all people are egoistic. We can't feel satisfied or function properly without our needs being completed. Maslow's diagram ranks our needs by importance. And yes, ego is not the first one there, but it still is an important aspect of the pyramid. And if we consider thinking about it, we will remember that all the needs described in this diagram are related to an individual, not humanity in general. So it means that unless we satisfy our own needs first, we're not able to help or benefit other people primarily. In the end, we can conclude that being egoistic is part of being human, and it is not a bad thing, because it is something represented by our nature in us, and something that all of us do most of the times every day. So next time somebody calls you egoistic or egotistic, just agree with it, because it's true for all of us.